So put me on, man, put me on. 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 Put me on, man, put me on. So put me on, man, put me on.
Playboy fine, do it for the culture. Do it for the culture. Do it for the culture. Do it for the culture.
Hello, and welcome to What's in the Box. I'm Kathleen Dean. When most people talk about mental wellness, it's not unusual to think of adults. The single mother who is having a hard time, the soldier that just came home, or the elderly couple next door. Rarely do we think about our young people. Nationally, 1 out of every 5 children of color between the ages of 6 and 14 suffers from mental health issues. Since the pandemic, that number has doubled. There are a variety of mental health disorders that may affect our children. ADHD, anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder, just to name a few. According to our guest today, Sharon Hughes, Family Services Program Director at the LA Lee YMCA Mizell Community Center, the million-dollar question, what do they do when feeling blue? She recruited some of the summer camp's rising stars to show how they utilize the arts to answer this question.
What to do when feeling blue? When feeling blue, you find a muse. My muse is to pray. When I pray, my blues go away.
What to do when feeling blue? When feeling blue, I find my muse. My muse is to sing, and when I sing, I feel like a queen. What to do when feeling blue? When feeling blue, I find a muse. My muse is to talk to my mom. When I talk to my mom, my blues are gone.
My name is Sharon Hughes. I'm the Family Services Program Director for the LA Lee YMCA. What's in my box to help me live my best life is to put a smile on a child's face every day. I try to anyway. What makes me live my best life and what philosophy I go by is my ancestry. I'm 4th generation, Floridian. My parents, my grandparents, all right here in this corridor. And history. I go by history. My grandma used to always say, if you don't learn from your history, it's doomed to repeat itself. So I do everything I can every day to not repeat anything that might hurt my community or myself or my family. That's what's in my box. With the pandemic and everything's opening back up, a lot of our parents in the community needed somewhere for their kids safe to go for the summer. So we partnered with the Old Dillard Foundation and the Art House, and we have a summer camp here. I tried and I did successfully, thank God, target sibling sets, so households. So I have 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 3, and everyone else is double sibling sets, and the 3 single girls is the oldest out of a 4 sibling set. So if I feel like if we can target the household and make that better, give the parents some time and less anxiety and less worryation where their kids can be for the summer and safe. We do provide lunch and we do provide snack. Unfortunately, sometimes the kids come and they don't have breakfast, so I do go out and try to get cereal and keep that on board as well to make sure that everybody have a balanced day. And I have everything coming into us. Painting with a twist, we have swimming lessons, everything's coming to us. Music, dance, so they don't have to go outside these walls and they're still safe and having fun for the summer. A lot of the kids do come in feeling blue for whatever reason. Society have told them it's nothing wrong with you. You're a child. Why you have to be blue about? But unfortunately, in this neighborhood, a lot of babies are blue. You sit down and encourage them to just draw, color, and ease their mind. When they come here, I want them to leave here, leave some of their stresses. A lot of our kids come from very traumatic childhood and they have a traumatic background. I want them to leave here with some of those stresses and some of them problems at this door. When they walk out this door and they go home, I want them to be happy. I want them to be fun. Unfortunately, summer camp is very trying for us, but it's not been in our building and we have to be here. So me and my campers have to come up with very creative and ways to keep them happy, to keep them occupied and have fun. Sometimes when we frustrated and we angry and we mad, especially when it comes to little girls, we have a hard time. We hold that in, and we won't say much until it bursts. But with dancing, they let that out. And if you clap when one of them dances, do something good, you just watch they smile on their face. They feel like they have such a sense of accomplishment that someone saw me do that. Wow, I did that. Oh my God. And then that gives them so much courage to try other things they would never normally try. We do have coloring books for the younger ones, but we have what we call art sheets for the bigger kids. So I want their imagination to come out, and it does kind of soothes the soul when you're sitting and you're thinking in the colors, and you could tell which ones are having a happy time by the colors they choose, and you could tell the ones that's not feeling so good because of the color they choose, because their paintings come out maybe a little dark. And then those are the ones I have to come and say, okay, hey Johnny, is anything okay? Things you have to talk about. So that's how I use that, and it's fun. They don't even know that that's a tool to calm them, help them with whatever stresses they're going through, and it's fun. One of my campers, she don't really talk, don't say much at all, and if she does, it's more as a whisper. But through art, she starts to communicate more, and when she realized that she had full freedom of whatever she wants to draw or color. She wanted to put those words and them feelings on canvas, and no one would judge her. She started to open up more. She started talking more. Now she have friends, Now she comes outside. Normally we have to pretty much pull her out the door, because I think kids been too cooped up because of COVID. I wanted her to be outside, but now she's welcome to come outside. She grabbed a water bottle. She was one of the first ones out here because she was able to express what she was feeling on that canvas, and no one was judging. It's a judge-free zone, so she was not judged. No one said, "Oh, that's ugly. Oh, why did you?" Everybody, wow, that's great. I like that. I like those colors. I want to try that. Totally different. And more, so some of my other kids, same way. They express themselves through art, singing. I have one, she's very quiet and a little timid. She's choreographer dancing, because she was allowed to I gave her that freedom. I'm not going to judge you. Whatever you want to do, do it. And she did it. And she grabbed some more of the other kids that was not talking so much. Now they have their own little dance group. So that's how art really opens up the kids when they're going through certain things. Recently experienced some traumatic events on top of COVID. And unfortunately for them, they just don't have ways to deal with what they do when they feeling blue. So I sit down and I just talk to them and ask them, how am I doing? And I put myself on the grading scale. Like, am I doing something right when you leave here? Are you feeling good about yourself? Or are you happy? So I just want to know, what have you learned so far? I've been trying to teach you when you get yourself upset, what you need to do.
Take 5 minutes.
So how's that working for you?
Sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't.
So it's been working?
Yes, when I use it, it works, but sometimes I don't use it.
Okay. So what we need to do to fix that don't use part? If you said for yourself, it works, right? You take your 5 minutes and you breathe, it works. So what can I do to help you to remember to use it? Something I need to do better?
I think it's me.
You think it's you? Okay, so what can me and you do together then?
Sometimes don't let me play a game.
Okay.
If the game gets me mad a lot, then don't let me play it.
Okay. But I like the idea that you see it's a problem sometimes when it's too competitive, right? And
I
you
get
rather
mad.
just, you get mad, so you rather just sit down and stay out that time and wait your turn some other time? Okay, I like that. I like that. So am I doing anything else you need from me to make sure you stay on that goal?
I think you're doing good because you told me that I need to take 5 minutes, and I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Speedy. So let me ask you this last question. So what makes you happy? What's doing summer camp is making you happy so your blues are going away when you leave here?
Playing some of the games because some of the games are really fun, and the dancing class. I like the dance class.
That's great. You're really good at it too. Did you practice this weekend?
Yes, I practice all day. Sometimes on Saturday and Friday I practice, but then on Sunday I took a break. Oh yeah, and I also like the pool days.
Okay.
The days where we got wet and stuff.
Okay.
But today I didn't know it was gonna happen, so I didn't bring any extra change of clothes. And I got wet so bad.
So they got you good, huh? Some of my babies have just recently lost a parent. I have one who just recently lost, not even 30 days away from here, she lost her grandmother and her mother within 10 days time span. And it had nothing to do with COVID. Okay, her grandmother had a heart attack and her mom died as a seizure, had a seizure in her sleep and passed away. Her heart stopped. Another one of my baby's father was killed, and somebody ran him over and hit him and killed him and kept going. Not only is him and his brother experiencing that loss, they also have a set of cousins, the siblings that's here as well. So that's a very traumatic event. So one day, my back was turned to them. We was getting ready to do an activity. And I heard the conversation at the table and spoke about how she lost her mom. And they talked about, well, Bella said, well, you know, I just lost my dad. Her dad died of an asthma attack. And then the other baby was like, you know, I just lost my uncle. And the other baby said, well, I just lost my father. And they were talking about, they had this candid conversation, like they was talking about the weather. And they talking to each other and trying to deal with the feelings that they were feeling. So that's one of the reasons why I do like meditation. We help them meditate so they can just calm down and like woosah for a second. And we just have candid conversations. I just want us to discuss some of the things, that summer camp, like just it could be one thing or two things or three things, summer camp that we have done to help you get over certain situations with the blues. When I say the blues, you know, we all have suffered some type of loss that make us sad, right? Yeah. Make us sad, make us not feel too good, right? So what have we done to make you so happy?
Yeah, kind of like my family. We do activities. I'm in the dance group. My cousin put me in a dance group, and summer camp just feel like my house, my family, my friends.
Thank you. I'm glad that. So Valentina, you tell me, what have we done so when you leave here?
I get to go in. I had it a good day because you get to have a lot of activities. We get to do paint, and I like to do dancing. But I really want to sing.
Oh.
I'm a little shy too.
Okay, so we got to work on that, right? We got to work on you finding your voice so you can sing. No problem. No problem.
And at summer camp, it's fun. It's fun to do because we get to read books to learn how to read, and I really like to read. I tell my mom that summer camp is from, and I say that I want to go here. I want to come here every summer.
Okay, so I just want to see, hoping and praying that my job, I was doing my job, making y'all happy when y'all at summer camp.
We just played with water balloons today. I don't really want to talk about our loss because
You don't have to. You don't have to. I just want to make sure when you leave here in the afternoon that you're happy and you're well. Okay?
you give us every single thing, but sometimes you can't give us every single thing.
I know.
That's why we love you and you are our family.
Aw, thank you, Renee. Well, that was it. Now, was that so bad? Don't you feel a lot better just sitting here just having a conversation?
What's in my box is when I talk to my mom, all my sadness goes away. What's in my box is that this summer camp is the greatest summer camp that I ever been because we have great lunches that will make us grow up very, very tall, just like plants.
What is in my box? I like to play here, and also they are really nice to us, and I really like the food that they give us, and they are very kind, and that's what I like, and that's my box.
What's in my box is when they treat people nice and equal, and when you play outside. And name is Zendaya, and I like to play with my friends.
My name is Janadre Hyacinth, and what's in my thoughts is that this might be the best summer camp that I ever went to, and playing with my friends.
What's in my box is my babies. I just started working about a week ago, but they make me so happy. Also, I pray every day so I can have the energy to come here because kids are not easy to deal with, but they make it easy for me. So it's just very enjoyable to be here, and I do go back to college, but one thing that's going to keep me going is knowing that I'm coming back here every summer to be with them.
And what helps me live my best life here is just talking to the kids, finding out what their interests are, and helping them through their problems day to day. It brings me a lot of fulfillment. That's all.
She has dreams to be an MV, so she starving, you know, cover girls eat nothing, she said. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. And they didn't even put up a fight, and they didn't even make a sound. My name is Tamara Calloway, and what's in my box is playing with my friends and having fun at summer camp. And now when the day blinks into nightfall, I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love.
See, he's trying to like he's shy, but all this talent, you have to bring it out.
My name is Janico Hyson, and what's in my box is I love this camp, and I love the way people treat us, and I love the people here, and I love what they do for us and what they can do, and I love my family, and I love my body, and I love how happy I am.
Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's program. We can't do the work we do without your support. The YMCA is a not-for-profit organization, and we would appreciate your donations to help support the work we plan to do in arts education, film, and other programs as they relate to the Victory Black Box Theater. Please visit our website, ymcasouthflorida.org, for more information on future shows. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Victory BBT YMCA.